Hi, it's Pilar Kellenbarger with Collecting Our Angels, Nurturing Our Children. And like I said before, my blog has moved into not only helping parents raise their kids, but sometimes to share how we can heal some of these things that are coming up for us. So, oh my goodness, I've had the best synchronicity and I needed to share it with you. So I spent today writing it. So I was trying to put it in order. So here we go. It started with insomnia, and these things were coming to the surface that have been bothering me for years. And so I find that if you sit and you write things down, that's the best. So I got up, I wrote down everything that was on my mind, and then I could sleep. Then I had a Zoom gathering with some friends from, geez, we've known each other for 50 years. And we were talking about how we feel rejected from our family members or in our family or maybe from other people. And we're talking like that. And I was wondering, why is this happening? Is it me? What did I do? And maybe something like, why is this happening? So then, as we were talking, we got to hang out. It was really nice. And then I woke up this morning, and in my email is a video by Kyle Cease. Cease. Amazing. Oh my gosh. It was called, get this, The Freedom of Rejection. Okay, so watch those synchronicities. They work. They're amazing. And I feel like they are a way of a message coming to you. So let's start off with synchronicity. If some people are like, I'm not really sure what you're talking about. My synchronicities are when things occur a lot of times, over and over, simultaneously, and they relate to each other. Like today and yesterday, I did nothing but see 7-Eleven. Well, then it reminded me I know somebody's anniversary is on 7-Eleven. So I just sent her a quick Snapchat. Hey, just want to say hi. Because I'm wondering sometimes when these come up, is this happening because I'm supposed to be their angel? I'm supposed to help them and just say hi. That's all that came to me, so that's what I did. So then there's also license plates that I see. I see license plates that might be from a state, from someone that I've lost. And it's like, I feel like that's like a wave to me. So Kyle Cease, he's a spiritual speaker now, but he was once a comedian. And something came up in him, and it seemed like he needed to go in this direction rather than be a comedian anymore. And it was really fighting him for a while, he said. So anyway, you can find a lot of his videos online on YouTube. This video, The Freedom of Rejection, it was a clip, like a 30-minute clip that he had during his one of his two-day meditation retreats that he does online. So what happened was, okay, all of that happens with me, with my friends, and he starts with his video, and the client says, she says, the ones who are rejecting me, it's good because that makes me stay safe. I'm not going to get hurt anymore. Wow, that was mind-blowing to me. I was like, oh my gosh. So then Kyle says, the universe saves you from people who are trying to reject you. Don't stop it. Like, why do we... Oh my God, it made me laugh so hard because I realized I was doing this. Why don't we just let the rejection happen? But we were trying to control it. Why do we do that? I think it's sometimes we think if it's a family member who like we cherish, or it's our version in our head, or a close friend, then we really want it to work somehow. But when I heard that and I saw that, I was amazed. So people in my life have rejected me, I look back and I see how I was actually trying to control it. That was what he was saying through it. I couldn't believe, if I look back, wow, yep, there, there. So if you take time, look back and see how you're trying to control their rejection. Like, it's crazy. Um, he had her say this out loud, and another mind blowing. Well, listen to this. Say this in your mind or say it out loud. Everyone has the right to reject me. Oh my gosh, that was so mind blowing for me. Because they do. They have the right to. And the secret is, once we allow it, it does bring some pain, of course. It sucks. We don't want to be rejected. Who wants to be rejected? But if we allow it, then it opens up that space. Oh, it opens up space so others can come in who match our vibration. Sorry, I'm having a difficulty with my internet today, so I'm so sorry it keeps going in and out. So I took the person's name in my family or a friend, and instead of saying everyone, I would say that person's name has the right to reject me. That was really amazing for me, because that's where my insomnia came from. And I was like, wow, putting that person in that statement just cleared it all up for me. It was amazing. Um, and then why not let the rejection happen? You are not exposed to the hurt anymore. How awesome! We won't be hurt anymore. Space opens up in my life for others who align with me, like I was saying. That's awesome. That's a great outcome. And I found, this is something that I found, that my good friends have replaced those family squares in my family tree in my mind. So that's awesome. You know, if a person can't be a sister, we can replace them with somebody who can be. It was awesome. So another thing that Kyle said in his video was, our fear of rejection is actually us controlling people. I said that before, and it's just like, oh my gosh, you have to accept. We're like running around, you have to accept me, you have to accept me. Like, think about it. How many times have we acted this way? Oh my gosh. Trying to get people to accept me. I think back now, like, oh my gosh, when I was a first time mom going to the elementary school, like, accept me, accept me. And it's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do you want someone not to reject you because you controlled that? Or do you want to have the people who naturally select you? Of course we want the people who naturally select us. That's what we want. Another thing that he was saying, so if we have those questions, if we have those questions, here's some answers. How many amazing people could we have in our life because who selected to be with us? That would be amazing. That's awesome. That's a great outcome. That's what we're looking for. This is something that really hit me when Kyle said, since time is so precious, and we all know that, would we want 20 friends who are half connected based on your not rejecting them, or 10 friends who absolutely choose to be with you because they love you and they do not reject you? Oh my gosh, I would totally take those 10 friends. That's it. And if I think back, that's what I have. I don't even think I have 10 close ones that I have, and it's wonderful. Why keep these people in our lives who reject us? And we're trying to control it, and don't reject me. Oh my gosh, it's just so silly when you think of it that way. Yes, but when we really sit down with it, it comes with pain. Absolutely. Pain will surface. But the more you embrace the pain, then you see where your self love is. That's who you have to embrace. That's where you have to embrace. So that's the perfect thing. Here's another answer if you find freedom from rejection. Going through this shifts their energy, the person who's rejecting you and you're trying to keep them from doing it, and the energy around you. That's why they say, how can I change the world? This is exactly how you can change the world. Isn't that amazing? I love that. I love when Kyle Cease talked about that. You'll feel lighter. That's awesome. You'll lose that anger and sadness that you have in you because we're constantly fighting for their attention, and they're rejecting us and we're just keep fighting for it. Look how much energy we get back from not having to do it. Another thing that you can do with another answer that helps you with rejection, if you allow it, is rejection will no longer halt you and stop you in your life. So many of us, I can think back how it stopped me. And my whole focus was trying to get them not to reject me. What the? Why was I doing that? But, hey, you know what? When you know better, you do better. So, you know what? That's when you move forward. So the more that you accept rejection and abandonment, the whole you will feel whole again. That's what we want. We want alignment. We want to find balance. This will help us. If we honestly look at ourselves, this was like, wow. If we honestly look at ourselves, Kyle said, what is it we were most afraid of? So I would say abandonment for me. It could be rejection. It could be a lot of different things. And then, wow, now be honest with yourself and see how much you've brought that into your life. Wow, when I heard that, that really hit home. I see it. I see where I brought it into my life in different parts of my life. Wow, that was really big. A couple things that he said at the end were come up with a new intention. So instead of constantly, how am I going to keep them from rejecting me? Just what is your intention? Well, maybe your intention is just be love while you're at the job and people are rejecting you, or in your family, or in your own relationship. Just concentrate maybe on the words, just be love. Be love. And that just changes the energy around you, and it changes the energy for yourself. And isn't that really all we're really looking for, right? Um, this was a wonderful ending. Kyle C said, true or false? Answer this truthfully. Everyone you were worried would reject you was not a 10. True. True. It might have been a family member or somebody you were trying to make as a family, but it's okay. We have to just think of a different version of that. And it's not that we're hating them. We are just letting that happen. So, a little bit of what I got out of that was like my family members, say maybe my mother-in-law, trying to live up to what my perception of my family was versus what is real. We're not going to have the Norman Rockwell families. It's not, nobody has a perfect family. And when I talked to one of those friends from that Zoom meeting I was telling you about years ago, she said, Pilar, my family isn't perfect, but I saw them as that. But you know what? Nobody's family is perfect. Friends that I will, friends that I was willing to be rejected by were, it's okay because I didn't want to be hurt anymore. There you go. So if I could drop those friends because I didn't want to be hurt anymore, let them reject me. Now I don't have the hurt anymore. Practice that with friends, and then you'll be able to do it with these family members. It is harder with family members because we have this vision in our head. So we just have to grab that new version. What I want you to know is yes, it's going to come with pain, but work on that. Now you know, give yourself more love for that. Give yourself a break and allow this to happen and just embrace it. It will eventually become less. The video that I'm talking about, I put it up there above, and it's called The Freedom of Rejection. Kyle Cease. If you Google that, you'll see it. Also, there is another one I put there from Facebook, where Kyle and Matt Kahn talked together. It turns out I knew of Matt Kahn first. Then I saw Kyle, and then it turns out they're friends. And it's neat because Matt and Kyle say the same thing, but in two different ways. So you find the person that you're interested in, and how do you hear stuff, and how do you learn stuff. That, and I ended up loving both of them. So that's a great video. Click on that. It's at Kyle Cease's Facebook. And also, bottom line, last thing, just meditate. I meditated before I wrote this all out, and it just it just aligned me. It aligned my brain. When I'm going through these hard things, I just meditate, and it helps. I really hope that this helps. Oh my gosh, let your synchronicities happen, and just know that there's a message that's coming to you, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.